guys, I'm so excited for today's video. A couple of you have been waiting a little bit for it. I have gotten a request to do a little video about my process and kind of what goes through my mind when I'm writing a song. So I'm really excited for today's video because you're going to get to see some of the kind of behind the scenes stuff that you don't normally see when I would perform these songs in class, and I hope this helps you to kind of get a desire to go write some of your own songs, and that's really what it's all about. So before we kind of hop into this, I wanted to explain why I write some of my songs, well, why I write my songs. Songwriting is such a great way to just express feelings and emotions in a positive way. And I think a lot of things that happen to us we would love to talk about, but sometimes we just can't because it's too personal or it's too emotional. But I think singing it is such a great alternative way to express how you're feeling and why you feel it, and all of these different things. Also, it's just something different, it's something fun, and it really gives you a chance to just be creative and be yourself, which I think is really important. There are a couple things you need before you start. First things first, just go grab a pencil and paper. Honestly, the most basic things are the most important sometimes. Pencil and paper just to get your ideas out, to write down, to record what you think, just on a piece of paper. Just have it, solid copy right there. Personally, I write all of my ideas down and parts of a song, and I keep all of that in my notebook, which is right here. This is my songwriting notebook. I keep all of my songs in here, all of my ideas, and it is small enough that I can take it in my ukulele cases just wherever I go, which is really great. So I highly suggest doing that, just getting a whole separate journal or notebook for all of your songwriting ideas, and it just keeps them separate from everything else, and yeah, it's pretty great that way. Sometimes I also will just type out what I'm thinking when I'm writing a song and the lyrics and everything, because sometimes, I know we've all felt it, you just think faster than you can write out ideas, and you just need to spit them out, get them on paper. So I find that typing is a little bit faster for that. So that's just my personal preference. I will just go in Pages and open up a blank document and just start typing. So that's that. The next thing you will need, well, you don't need it, but it definitely helps if you have an instrument of some sort. Mostly, you know that I use my ukuleles. It's just a fun little instrument, and it's so easy to write songs with, and I love my ukuleles. I've also started on guitar, and I'm trying to learn that over this kind of break from school right now. If you want to use a piano, that is also great, but I can't help you because I know nothing about pianos, so good luck with that if you want to try that. Anyway, I'm just going to go through really quickly all of my instruments and just kind of tell you a little bit about them. This is my first ukulele. It's my cheapest. It's the first one I got. It is Mitchell brand. It's just a really nice beginner ukulele. It has pretty good sound. That is a really great one for beginners. I will leave the link to that down in the comments, not in the comments, in the description box below. Goodness, can't talk today. This is my second ukulele. I know most of you have seen this one. It is the one that I bring to class to perform with. It is a little bit more expensive, a little bit better quality. It is Kala brand. This is the first one I bought myself. I just went and found it off of Amazon. I couldn't find a link to that one, but if you go find it, you can definitely go look for something that maybe works a little bit better for you, or you can go find something for that. My third ukulele is my newest, my most expensive. kind of the fanciest one. It is the Grace Vanderwaal Signature Ukulele. This is a concert size instead of soprano size like the other two. It is also electric, so this is a little bit more advanced, not really for beginner type things. So as you go along and you want something a little bit better quality, a little fancier, this is a great one too. Also, it's beautiful, and I love it. Those are all my ukuleles. This is my guitar. I know some of you are thinking, why is it so tiny? This is actually a cross between a ukulele and a guitar. It has 6 strings like a guitar. It sounds like a guitar. It is tuned like a guitar. It just has more of the size of a ukulele, so it's a little bit easier to manage. So that's that. What else? Oh, an extra little thing that I like to use sometimes. This is called a capo. What it does is if you put it on the fret of your ukulele, it will change the key of your instrument. So that's a fun little thing. If you can get your hands on one, great. It helps to just get the song in your own range and your own vocal technique. There, words. The next thing you are going to want is just a quiet space to go work. A lot of times I will get distracted by a lot of things like noises, everything else going on in the house, because I know no one has a quiet house. It's non-existent. But just try your best to just go find a quiet space in the house where you can just think and let the ideas flow. Last thing, but honestly probably the most important thing, you have to come with an open mind. Not every song is going to turn into an actual song. That was weird and wordly. Not every start to a song is going to turn out, and that's okay, because you just have to keep trying, and most of the times it's not going to work, and that's okay. That's just the process. But I have, I think, 9 finished songs, and I have about 20 unfinished pieces of songs, so it's gonna happen, but that's okay. So that's about all you need. So when you're starting out, I think all of you wanted like a process of how I do this. I don't really follow a certain set of steps. It just kind of happens, but I'm just gonna have a scenario here today. Like, if you want a set of steps to follow, you can use this. I'm just gonna say, if you were to start here and all these things. So let's say you were starting out by picking some chords you really liked. So I'm just gonna use my Grace Vanderwaal ukulele just to kind of demonstrate a little bit here. So there are 4 basic ukulele chords if that's what you're working with. They are C, G, A, and F. You can make so many different songs with all those. They are a great 4 chords to start with. You can rearrange them, do whatever you want. You can also, if you don't want to use those, there are tons of chord charts online. Just go Google ukulele chord charts, and it'll give you hundreds of different chords that you can mess around with, and that's great as well. There's one thing I wanted to talk about. It's about major and minor chords. I know most of you know that there is a difference. Major chords are kind of happier sounding. Minor chords are kind of, in that lower tone and kind of grittier, and they kind of give more of a sad vibe. But these are really important because they can express to your audience how they are supposed to feel when they're listening to your song. If you're talking about an event that's sad as all get out, you're not going to use a major chord. You're going to use a minor chord. So all of these things can kind of fit together to create the overall mood and tone of your song. Next, after chords, would probably be the melody. The one thing I'm going to say for this is you should probably have a basic set melody for the chorus and a different melody for the verses, just so that your audience and your listener can determine whether you're currently singing the verse or the chorus, just to help them kind of follow along with that. and make it a better experience for them to listen to. The next thing, lyrics are such an important part of every single song. Lyrics tell the story, lyrics give the listener emotions. They are incredibly important to the overall song. The first thing you might think about is rhyming. Your lyrics don't have to rhyme. It's not a set thing. I mean, you can rhyme if you want to. Rhyming generally just makes it sound a little bit cleaner, but I get it. Sometimes your song, you don't want it to sound clean. And it's all going to depend, and you just have to kind of work it out for yourself a little bit. The other big thing I'm going to talk about with lyrics is diction. When you are performing a song for an audience or a class or even your parents or your siblings, anyone who's listening to your song and has never heard it before is not going to know what it's about. So you have to spit out those words, you have to get the consonants, get the right vowels, just really know that your audience knows what you're saying. Because if they don't know what you're saying, they're not going to take anything away from it, and it's not going to really be a good experience for them or for you. So just really think about that. That's a big thing. A little nitpicky thing that we should probably all do more is when we all forget about the little words, like for example, and. Pronounce the D on the and pronounce to instead of tuh. It's just the little things that help it make that song go so much better. The last kind of thing is overall song structure. Usually the structure I follow for songs is going to be verse 1, chorus, verse 2, chorus, bridge, chorus, end chorus. This usually ends up being about 3 minutes, which is a good length for your song. It's not so long that people are wondering, oh my god, when is this going to be over? Like, what is she still doing up there singing? And it's not going to be too short where your audience is just getting into it and then it just stops, because that's not good either. I'm going to say that's about it for this little tutorial. Please let me know if you have any questions. I know a lot of this was kind of quick, and there's so much more to talk about that I can't fit in under 15 minutes, which I'm trying so hard to do. Please, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below. I know some of this probably didn't make sense, because I don't make sense today. It's just what's happening right now. It's fine. Please go ask those questions or contact me separately. I don't know, we can figure that out. So, basic things. Chords, remember the 4 basic chords are C, G, A, and F. Major and minor chords. Melody, set melody for verse and chorus. Lyrics, use your diction when you are performing this song. Come with an open mind. Not everything is going to work. This takes practice. And just be creative, have fun. Thank you so much for watching this video. Stay safe, stay healthy, and be creative. And I will see you guys later. Bye!